it's weird to do a countdown and not have like Euban yell out something. And for the record, it's going to be a little bit of a spoiler. He did say some words, and I left it in there. It was perfect. As soon as it started live, it was creamy, and then a body part of a potential person. I left it in there. I thought it was too funny. And what's up, Brandon? This is Triple T, baby, episode 170. We did.
How's it going, man? We got different kinds of storms on both of our necks of the woods, and just crazy stuff, man.
It's unbelievable. And again, people are going, where's Toby? Where's Richie? That's pretty much 100% on me. We decided, well, I decided, and thankfully Brandon was like, hey, I'm chilling. We have a group chat and anything, not that anybody does overly care. But storms are terrible. Right now we're getting ice, snow, wind gusts of up to 70 miles per hour. Apparently Toby had a tornado potentially in his area, and Richie, the guy with the best internet, probably, you compete with his internet. He obviously has dad duty and stuff like that, and just crazy work schedule, and he's editing a whole bunch of stuff. And I know it's inconvenient to randomly go live at 6:27 my time, 5:27, but sometimes you just go with it, and it's all in fun. So Toby, Richie, we miss you guys. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Toby and everybody in your area, stay safe. Toby did in our group chat send like the actual warning, which made my stomach drop seeing it and not being in the area. But one of those ones like, get in the basement, get in the tub, get shelter, and all of that stuff. So been talking sense. He and everybody is okay from what I gather. I'm not 100% sure on the farm animals, but glad hopefully everybody is okay there. I say that without knowing or checking the news or, whatever happened to it, but just crazy. I mean, what I love about the internet, and obviously this is Triple T where we're going to show some videos that the viewers submit, but the friendships that we have everywhere. I mean, we have, you're in, the middle of the country. You've been also kind of middle-ish of the country. Tyson's over in the Utah area. And then we got the East Coast covered. And it seems to be crazy weather with these high winds. Every area, you know what I mean? Like Tony and the Dune Network in Ohio. And like I said, before I got on here, the power's kind of flickering and stuff like that. And the last I saw, like in Buffalo, New York, which is about 4 hours for me, is the heart of the storm. So within a couple of hours, it's really going to get into some craziness. So if all of a sudden we're sitting here and we're having a conversation and then all of a sudden we're gone, I lost power. So it'll be a short episode if that does happen. But quick shout out to the Deluxe Edition Network. Big fans of them over there. 3 podcasts of the month: Bev's Video Kingdom, Barrel Age Flicks, and Kindness Matters podcast. Check them out. DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. And our friend of the show, Fat Baby Burban. We have some exciting news, Brandon.
Let's hear it. What?
Fat Baby Burban, we told you guys all about it last week on Triple T, friend of the show. They completely sold out. And they could not believe it.
That's awesome. That was great.
Is it from us? Absolutely, probably not, but they've done a very fantastic job telling their inspiring story. If you don't know what we're talking about, go check out episode 169. We did clip that part as well, and just an inspiring story. They had a couple of pieces on the news and everything that ended up going viral, so congrats to them. They are frantically working to restock and everything, so make sure you guys check it out, fatbabyburban.com. Check out their social medias for all of the updates and everything. Super excited to be a part of. I'm so excited. Was it all because of me and Brandon going on Triple T, Toby, Richie, Euban, and everything? The advertising? No, it's not all on us. But every little bit of it helps. And like I said, I've never been a part of something that was able to sell out so amazingly. I mean, it's the 9th day of the year at the time of the recording. So absolutely awesome. And make sure you guys check out Copper John's Beard. Big fans of that. I know me and Brandon were talking about some Copper John stuff. Going to hopefully help out a good cause in March for them. And make sure you guys check it out. You can use code BEARDLAW, save 15%. Brandon, I believe, has a code as well. Not exactly sure what it is, but Brandon J, maybe?
I think it's Brandon J. Pretty sure it's Brandon J. I've used it a couple of times, and it's saved in my email address, but I don't remember.
Yep, so check it out. You guys can go to, obviously, copperjohnsbeard.com or just go to thebestbeardproducts.com. It's going to bring it right there because, honestly, in my opinion, it is the best beard products. So, obviously, man, Ben, I have the pleasure of chatting with you more than just on these shows, so I have a pretty good idea of how things are going, but things are still going pretty good for you, I'd imagine.
Things are going great, with the exception of, you were talking about storms, man. We got walloped with a snowstorm yesterday, about wasn't that bad snow wise. It was about 8 inches, but the problem with it was it came down when it was like 33 degrees, so it was really heavy, really lots of moisture. Yep. And then the temperatures got a little warmer, so it melted, and now they're around 0. And they're going to be around 0 till Sunday, so it's just ice. And it's slick as hell. It's frozen. The people in town have been doing a great job, the city workers, but out of town, roads are impassable. So it's like part of the interstate between where I'm at, running about 50 to 60 miles west, is closed both directions. It's
yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are prepared for snow. You know what I mean? Like you guys, you get some snow and stuff like that, but it sucks when it goes from there. And then you get other areas like Texas, areas like that. If they were to get that 8 inches of snow, they'd be down for weeks. They're just not prepared for that shit.
I was actually doing, not to hijack the show, but I was actually doing some research on one of the worst snowstorms that happened, not just in Nebraska, but it was Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming. I mean, and these are places that get lots of snow. It's not places that are not familiar with snow by any means.
Yep.
It was 1948 and 1949, between, I think it was early December and early January, a month period. They had 18 different snows, 18 different like storms that came through. There were snow drifts that were 2 stories high, that were 25, 30 feet high. 100 people died. 65,000 cattle and different livestock died.
Wow.
They had to call in the Nebraska National Guard, and they couldn't, it was too big for them. They called in the U.S. Fifth Army. Wow. It was the biggest peacetime deal that the Army had ever been involved in. And they ended up rescuing like 150,000 people from their homes because they were trapped inside their homes and things like that. Had to fly in, and there were just terrible stories. Anyway, crazy stuff, but you go back, it's nuts.
And you got to think, I mean, that many years ago, 70, 80 years ago, they don't have the technology to broadcast it. You know what I mean? And I don't know how many people, if you got that much snow these days, they'd be all over the TikTok and social media, you know, just, hey, look at my experience here. Look at me. Oh, you need to get out of that house. But that's a lot of snow. That's a ton of snow. And I mean, it was only a couple of years ago where Texas, they had that ice and the snow and everything like that, and it actually shut down so many plants. And the reason why it was a big deal where my work, you know, the stuff that they put into plastic pipe for plumbing, the factory, one of the main ones was in Texas. It was down. They lost a bunch of stuff, and it actually made the market go. So, and the reason I keep saying Texas is because I'm driving home, terrible roads, whatever. We're kind of used to it. Having a truck, not a big deal. There was a vehicle, very small car with license plates from Texas up here. And for anybody that doesn't know, I'm in New York, pretty much Canada. So I'm not exactly sure whether they were visiting, maybe, I don't know the circumstances. But if they were from Texas, having to drive in this whiteout snow with terrible roads, yikes. So, and that's why they were doing 14 miles an hour with a line of traffic behind them. Probably nervous as hell. So I gave them a little bit of break and gave them some space. But I wasn't overly happy, you know. It's a 40 mile an hour for us. But either way, just a couple of old guys talking about the weather. So hopefully everybody is safe and enjoy the rest of your Taco Tuesday. Or maybe you're listening to us on a Wednesday. Never trust a fart after Taco Tuesday. A lot of good videos sent in by some people. Toby really stepped up the game. He's probably going to be the TikTok video sending MVP of the show. But there was one from, man, who was it from? I don't know if it wasn't from Lillette. It might have been even from Kush Kelly. There was somebody that actually gave me an LOL moment, which doesn't always happen. They were pretty good. And like I said, we're up to 94 TikTok videos in queue from all the amazing people, and I haven't even got through them all. And the process is crazy to me. So maybe you're wondering, maybe you're not, but at some point, maybe somebody's wondering, like, what do you... So people send them to me on TikTok. For a while, people were emailing them, sending them to Instagram. It was kind of a pain. But we've got into a good thing. It's either on the Beard Laws account or the Beard Laws podcast one. And they send them to them. And then I copy them, put them on a list, ready for the show. So we've queued up about 94 of them. Not all of them make the cut, but the ones that I think are a good fit are pretty good. So I don't know. You got anything else going on besides, obviously you got the book, you got the social media, a bunch of food content. I had that. Didn't we come up with a food idea for you that one day on the show? Did we ever? We came up with something. I don't think I've seen you do
No, it was it Mads? Was it a scientist? I think it was a scientist or something.
Maybe
like
it was something that was probably good at the moment.
I had the bald mask, the bald like wig. There was a white long wig around, and you told me I should wear it and be the mad scientist.
I can't remember what triggered that conversation, but in my mind, it was a good idea. And check him out. Obviously, he's the Food Daddy Supreme in the Beard Laws song. I was gonna actually work on maybe a Triple T song, but I've had no motivation the last couple of weeks to come up with anything good. So if anybody out there is a musician, wants to come up with a Triple T song, let us know. We'll play it every single episode. But I don't know. You want to show some videos?
Let's do it.
I don't even know where to start with this. We have everything from kids getting hit with stuff, from people falling. I think let's go with this one. There was a prank, and it seems fitting. A prank that a husband did, I believe, on a wife, and it involves a snowblower. And I feel like it's fitting for everything that's going on with the weather everywhere. Trying to pull it up here, but for some reason, it's not loading. I wonder if it's been taken down. Which, for you guys that know, that does happen to all of the good ones. I bet you probably in a week of looking at Triple T videos, there's at least 8 to 10 a week that it's like video unavailable.
That's crazy. How you know they're good.
That's how you know they're real good. All right, let's try this again. From there, let's see. There was a little bit of a controversy. Somebody made a stupid post on one of the Dude Network's post. I don't know. So what he does is a lot of times on game days, he's a big Cleveland Browns fan. So whoever they're playing that week, he does like a fun little food thing. So he did like a New York style hot dog when they were playing the Jets. Some guy came in, made a stupid comment about how he's going to unfollow him, how, the joke with New York, and then like did this weird tie-in with firemen and 9/11, and like was just stupid. So a couple of us went in there and we're like, oh, you're going to unfollow this or that. So the guy went in, took the time to block all of our accounts, report a bunch of stuff that Burley said. So Burley had to go through the appeal. Burley won the appeal, which I can't imagine is going to happen with a lot of the stuff that comes out of his mouth. But congratulations, Burley, on a big win. Crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was interesting. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, cool. We're good. But I got to do this verification on TikTok. I don't know if you ever use it on the desktop, but you have to like verify.
Oh, you got to like drag the puzzle piece perfectly over.
I hate puzzles. Fucking hate them. All right. Teaching her to plow snow. And then there's a little bit of a prank that potentially involves an animal. So for anybody that's just listening, he has a whole bunch of hair that, is it fake hair, you think, or stuff that he saved maybe from a cat? He's putting it in a like a Ziploc bag full of food coloring and hiding it in the snow. So it's going to appear that the wife hit the cat with the snowblower. Real or staged?
Very, very much so. Man, I tell you, I don't. The genre of the prank genre online is very weird. Like you have the ones where I don't know if you follow the accounts where some of them are real pranks, and then they're just searching for so much content that some of it's all fake. And it's fake because people are terrible actors, and it's not just the people in the video; it's just people in general. They're just not very good at faking it. Mm-hmm. I hate the word cringe, one of my least favorite words, but it really just makes you go, ugh, like, not a fan of that stuff.
Do you think that was staged? She knew, or do you think it was a genuine? She had no idea.
Well, it was a different language, so I couldn't tell what she was saying, but she did seem very surprised. It seemed genuine.
Yep, I do too, because the thing that kind of made more genuine, in my opinion, is she looked like an experienced snowblower, but didn't turn it off, like instantly ran, like, but it's at the same point, it's like, maybe your brain doesn't think it. I guess I wouldn't know what to do, but it's like, why would the cat be buried in the snow to begin with? Did they have an outdoor? Or maybe she didn't think cat. Maybe she just thought an animal, which I guess could happen as well. But either way, pretty good. That's some effort put into that and some money, some time. And then you take the risk of maybe ruining your snowblower.
I was going to say, it could get clogged up. That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I've been clogged up before and it was not good. But and I hate to keep talking about this every show, but the pooping app that myself and Euban was able to, like I said, I'm not doing them at my house, but I was able to add another one. I was in the town yesterday. We went to go watch one of the kids' games and made the mistake of having some concession stand pizza, and did it hit hard. And I'm in the fourth quarter, like, wife looks at me, you okay? I'm like, I am not okay. I have to go to the bathroom.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I am. And so I'm sitting there and game ends and I'm like, oh, man, this is the worst time to try to go to the bathroom. It's in between games. Everybody's got to go. And I hated it because it's a school, right? And the divider's here, the toilet's here, and the urinal's here. You know what I mean? So there's somebody like peeing less than a foot away from you. Yeah, there's a divider. And me, when I'm in there, I'm not going to see most of these people, nor do I care. Like, stomach is not good. And it is a loud echo in that bathroom to the point where you could tell it was an older guy in there. And I was just, and somebody was like, oh. And then somebody else came in and stopped peeing. Or only had like a 4 or 5 second pee, could hear what was going on there, and was just like, and they're walking out, didn't walk. I go, you forgot to wash your hands, sir. So I'm talking shit while taking a shit.
Here's my question. You go into a bathroom that has 2 stalls and there's one of them taken up. Do you go find another bathroom or another floor's bathroom, or do you go in there and poop too?
Oh, I go in and poop too.
I always found it very uncomfortable. I'm sitting there shitting and have somebody just get in there and just go.
Well, it depends too. I mean, depending, like for me, if I got to go, I got to go. There's not a lot of time. You know what I mean? So it's like, do I comfortably know where there's another bathroom? Can I make it? And what are the odds that you go to other bathroom and there's not somebody there as well? You know, True. If it was a place that, you know, I knew very well and it wasn't that far away and they had multiple bathrooms, yeah, I'd probably maybe think about it. But you have to think, like, I grew up playing sports and dudes and locker rooms. Like, we were always taking poops next to each other in the stalls and the bathrooms. But what was even weird, when I was playing, a lot of these other schools, they're very, very small, like graduating classes of 12 or 13. And a lot of them, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. And when you go to another person's school, at least where I am, you use the girls' locker room because you're the away team and the dudes are in their own locker room. So we're in there. A lot of the girls' locker rooms, for whatever reason, didn't have doors on the bathroom stalls. And I have no idea why that makes sense or how that was probably even legal in the late 90s, early 2000s. So we were taking what we would call our pregame poops, staring at the rest of our teammates with no door on the things. And we're just like, what's up? Like, just having a conversation. I'm like, this is weird. I can't imagine that would fly these days, right?
No, that's weird. Could you imagine like getting done and then having to stare at your teammates while you're wiping your butt?
I can. Oh, I can. I've had to.
I can. I know what it's like. Hey, coach.
And then your coach yelling at you to hurry up because he wants to get this talking. He's like, come on, hurry up. Get out the toilet. It's like, dude, I'm
trying to pinch it, coach. Try it.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah. Weird times. But if I had the app back then, I could have marked it at every school. I wonder, can I proactively go back, or do you think it's got to be fresh dumps? Probably new ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, if anybody wants to be my friend on the app, this could be a scary thing to say, but it's called Poop Map. Let me know. We can be.
Is it like one of those dating apps where you get matched with other people? Your poops last right around 17 minutes, just like Jacob in Raleigh, North Carolina.
I don't know if mine's public, to be honest. I only have 3, but there is a global setting, so you can see, like, these are all of the poops in the United States that are out there. And if everybody's just watching, it's just a map, and you can actually zoom them in. Like, I can go to your state. There's only like, as you zoom in, there's a lot. There's a lot in your state. There's a lot.
Right over your house.
A lot of pooping in the Omaha area.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of pooping in the Omaha area. Not a lot going on in North Platte.
North Platte.
Platte had it right. There's only two dumps.
I am east of North Platte on the interstate and south of Grand Island.
Okay. There's Harvard, Fairfield.
Yep,
no dumps there.
Those are the small towns near me.
Yep, and I think I know your town, so that's why I'm not saying it. But it doesn't appear to be any there. There, so you could be the first to have a dump in that area. It's a lot around, but either way,
I think I will put that on the radio show tomorrow. Everybody add me.
But yeah, like I said, there's a global. There is the option to add a friend. You can check out your friends. Euban apparently has it. He probably forgot to use it. So if he forgot to use it, we're not friends on there yet. But if you download it, let me know. I'm probably Beardlaws on there, but we'll send the friend request and we'll be able to we can play. It's weird though, because you can take selfies and attach it to the poop and you can rate it 1 through 5 stars. I'm not taking a selfie, but I do rate it. You know what I mean? Because I want to go back. If, say, hypothetically, I'm in some random town I don't know, and there's a store that rhymes with fart that you go to, maybe with a wall, and you want to know if it's a clean bathroom, I'm going to rate it. And I've been rating them, being honest, and being like, this was a good one. This one, not so good. Like, I would not go to the Texas Roadhouse where I went. That bathroom was one of the most disgusting bathrooms I've ever seen. It was an emergency. I had to go. That's where things happened, where I'm glad it was the one that I didn't use the handicap stall for that one, because that was awkward. But it was a lot about pooping. All right, now I wonder if we have any poop TikToks. Yeah, we do. We got a lot of farts in here.
I want you and the viewers to know that I probably timed this incorrectly, and I'm holding one in right now. So, yeah, I think Jesus Christ. Oh, like I got shocked through my fingers right there. Like I felt out of my soul.
My bad.
No, you're good. Like
I forgot I had the sound.
I haven't quite got to the 2-minute warning level, but we're definitely getting late in the first half. I'll put it that way.
That unexpected sound probably got you to the second quarter a little faster. No timeouts, no penalties.
I'm at the part where I'm slowly trying to get rid of air inside of me, hoping each time it's not that last call. You know what I mean?
I mean, if at any point you have to take off, obviously go. We'll be okay. We'll handle business. I wasn't expecting the soundboard to work. I've been working with Riverside trying to get it, and their suggestions were like, "Can you try Microsoft Edge?" And I was like, "Well, this is where we're probably I'm gonna troubleshoot on my own, because I'm never gonna use Edge. No offense, Microsoft, but the browser isn't for me. And clear the cache, do this. Okay, thanks. But all right, Jester sent one over, and I labeled this one, and it's been a little while, but it's labeled Box of Farts that I labeled it. So it's about farting with pooping. This seems like the perfect time to play the video. We probably have some kind of record for most fart and poop videos on a podcast, I have to imagine. Unless there's gastrologists.
Podcast. We could call it Poop Laws.
Ooh, poop laws.
Or duty
there are
laws.
Laws of pooping, right? There's dude laws. Poop laws. Maybe we start dude laws and it becomes a part of the Dude Network. Although we did come up with a pretty solid concept for another show. And I was like, you guys start a new group chat, because I have way too many shows. This one sounds pretty fun. I'm going to play the fart video, and then we'll run this idea by you to see if it was a good one. All right, let's do the thing.
No way that's fake.
No, it has to be.
Nobody can hold their breath that long.
Not only their breath, but that tone. I've never heard somebody be able to hold the same tone. So for anybody that obviously isn't watching it, it said when she asked you to get another box to wrap presents, but you're not in the gifting, or you're in the gifting mood, I believe it said. And it was a older gentleman that was fake farting into a box. Funny concept. Not the real fart. Not the real fart. Was that video pretty quiet on your end? Or was it decent?
I can hear it.
Okay, cool. I never know because for some reason sometimes they play through the headphones. Ooh, I don't. Did you press something? Because I got a wicked feedback. Maybe it was just. I think it's good now. I heard my own voice for some reason really loud.
How about now?
We're good. Your mic got louder, but I don't hear the feedback.
Okay,
I don't know what happened.
Mike's over here. I didn't touch anything. I was touching my computer over there, but I didn't.
Weird. It got like. Remember that one day you were like, "Ooh," like it got real loud and like almost like and I hear a fan or something now. I don't know. It's like your mic sensitivity just went.
I can turn my volume down.
That's all good. Like I said,
How about that?
Post edit.
Any better?
Yeah, it's better. Yep.
Okay.
Post edit will be fine. I was just ooh. I think that was payback. That was payback, wasn't it, for the unexpected fart thing I did? We're good. All right, let's go with this one. This was from the Bearded Shooter, and I love a good fart compilation. And I remember seeing this. This is from Fart Clip, the account on TikTok. So make sure you guys check them out if you'd like. It's Insane Fart Compilation. Let's roll the clip. Enhance. Boom.
What's up? How's it working?
I love when it was COVID time and you can only go down an aisle. There was one-way sections for the aisle.
Jesus.
Stairwell farts. I miss stairwell farts. This was a whole account where he would rip massive, or she, farts on this whole account. We played one every week on Triple T, and then one day it was just, boop, they were done.
Say that again.
They said it again. The last one was from Stairwell Farts, and we would play one of their videos every single Triple T, and it was crazy farts like that. Long, drawn out, sometimes wet, this and that, and it was different stairwells, it seemed like, going up the stairs, down, and then all of a sudden, they were just gone. The account stopped. I don't know what happened. Maybe, I don't know, but every once in a while, I just hope that I go to their account and it's there. I'm going to do it again right now, and you'll see the excitement if it's back, but nope. Stuck on day 99. Was the very last one, which was on August 21st.
Missing all the farts. Hope you're doing all right.
I mean, they even had like dude wipes coming in there and being like, welcome, because they took a break for a while. For the longest time, I had a weird theory that it was Euban, because it seemed to be something that he might do. The posting, the timing and stuff kind of was like, maybe it's Euban, maybe it's not. He swears it's not, but... I mean, they got 250,000 followers pretty quickly. Just by going up some stairs and farting.
That's all it takes.
I mean, there were some pretty, no pun intended, solid farts. So, well played to there. But at least we have fart clips and World of Farts. And there's some other accounts that are just about farts for all of us. So, I think we'll kind of get away from some of the farts. We can always cycle back, but with snow and stuff, I probably should have did this one. But there's always just time for a kid either accidentally saying a swear word or saying a swear word. This one seems fitting because snow. They're building a snowman, just like that Disney movie. Brandon, do you want to build a snowman?
Did you see the video? Is that why you said that?
No. You muted.
All right. Just play this video. I'll send you something.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh, doing snowman. What a snowman. What?
Just kidding. we've talked about it with Toby and Richie are here. Like, it's hard to get mad at. I know the kid's not supposed to swear, but when a kid swears in proper context and uses it properly, like, it's hard to be too mad at him. You know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean, and you're completely right. My wife and I will have sometimes where my daughter will say something, and it's just, I look at her and I'm like,
now you shouldn't say that, but
like when she gets really mad and she's upset and like she's just yelling, "Fucking stupid bitch" or something like that, and I'm just like, I've been there. I know. I'm not going to get mad at her. I'm going to let her say that. I'm going to let her just get it out because she needs to. I've given her. She's 3 years old now. The thing is I'm not going to be hypocritical and tell her she can't cuss, but I am going to be honest with her and say there are places you can cuss and places you can't cuss. And the only place that she's allowed to swear is when she's laying in her bed. So she can be in her bed. That's her safe spot to go and cuss as much as she wants. So she's in there. One time she comes running around the corner and I go, "Where were you at?" She goes, "I went to my bedroom so I could say fuck."
I mean, they say people that do swear have higher IQs. Is I think something I read once. But then again, I know Tyson from Copper Johns very well. He doesn't swear, and he's got a big old brain. So maybe he's the exception to the rule.
You don't have to play the video I sent you, but that was, you talked about building a snowman. It was the thing I had yesterday.
I saw that with the sweet hat, the like the ear flap hat, and come on, Brad, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What a coworker though, diving in the snow, rolling around.
That's him. He loves the snow. He loves it.
How could you love the snow? Although there's my neighbors, which are my family, they love the snow. Big snowmobilers. So as soon as there's enough on there, and it's a pretty cool thing. Like the entire family, my cousin, his wife, all of the kids who are fairly older now, you know what I mean? Like they all just get on a sled and they just drive all over the North Country, going to different places, just riding. Like it's a pretty cool thing. Like me personally, I have no use for the snow. I'm not going to snowmobile, just not me. But they love it, and it's a good family outing, you know. All right, here's something that we probably shouldn't do. But every once in a while, have you ever been in a jam where you just really, really, really needed something to clean your car off? Like, just didn't have a snow brush, couldn't get in to get your snow brush. You ever? Is there anything like creative that you might have used?
Credit cards, not credit cards, but like your grocery store membership card.
Yep.
I've used keys.
Yeah.
Mostly to cut off this ice from the door so I can get into.
So you can at least get in, let it run, and and for us too, like it's crazy to think when we were first driving, we didn't have car starters. If you couldn't get into the car to physically start the car, that thing wasn't starting. You had to break through the ice. You had to get through there. The old turn line. We're old, goddamn. All right, let's show this video. I wonder if this is a little bit of a hack, and maybe, like I said, probably shouldn't use this, but every once in a while you just can't find your snow brush. So apparently this dad said, "Hey, I found a way to include the kids."
It's the most wonderful time of the year with the kids jingle.
That was inventive. That was cute.
That was cute. I mean, it's cute if the guy, you know what I mean? I couldn't tell if he was doing it to be funny or if he legit was doing it because he had no other way, and he was just like, this kid's got a snowsuit on. I might as well just brush off the car. There was a decent amount of snow, 8-10 inches on top of that car. He wasn't getting into the car, and he just took a 1, maybe 2-year-old, held him, put face to face. He was just using the kid's back and just scraping off the car.
Yeah.
Seemed to work pretty good.
No harm, no foul.
Kid probably enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got here? Let's see. Speaking of kids, Toby sent over this video, and I labeled it "Dumb Kid Names Skit." I don't remember it. It was a little bit ago, but let's roll it. I don't know. It's got to be funny. Toby sent it in.
Not sure how we're still doing this, but I'm too broke to quit my job, so here goes. What's your name?
Ligma.
What? I promised myself I wouldn't yell at a child today. Don't make me a liar. What's wrong with Ligma? Next. Hey, my name's Jim. Jim. That's nice. Really? Okay. Spelled G-Y-M. What were your parents thinking? My parents wanted to be able to say they had an at-home gym. That's actually why my name's Lambo. Don't yell at the children, John. It's not your fault. Do you want to know my name, sir? I don't know. Do I? Rhetorical question. Just do it. My mom named me Cigarette. She tried to give me up several times. I'm going to call CPS.
It is so tough to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the worst comments I ever got is so true. And I've gotten to the point, you can probably agree to this as a creator, when you get comments, I've gotten to the point now in my creatordom that I'm starting to accept them and like really like thinking through like, where's the truth in this, right? Like, is this person being actually genuine? Are they just trying to be an asshole, or are they actually trying to be genuine enough to like, is there something here I can take away from this? Somebody said, you try too hard, dude. And I was like, you have that initial like, fuck you, try too hard. Of course I try too hard. I'm trying to make everybody laugh. But then you're like, am I trying too hard? Am I being myself? Am I being myself when I do this? Am I making myself happy? So what I say all that to say, when I'm creating videos, I don't necessarily try to be funny anymore. I'm not trying to create the funniest line. I literally just say what pops into my mind. And sometimes it's funny and sometimes it falls flat. But yeah. So that said, when I see videos like that, I didn't find a lot of that video funny. Some of it was funny. But when you're a content creator like that, man, it's tough to do videos and to have something every day, multiple times a day that you're posting. Yeah, that's going to be, that's why you look at me, we do reaction videos mostly, it's easier to do that shit. So,
yep. It's easier. And to be honest, I'm not super funny. I'm not a comedian. Like it's just something that,
neither am I.
I'll have an occasional line or two that might make somebody, but I'm not out here, like you said, trying, preparing. And that's a lot of work. I mean, not only the recording aspect, but the changing characters, doing this, doing that, like people are putting a lot of time in there. And we've seen content creators that we're friends with, we've chatted with, acquaintances, whatever it is, that have put a lot of time and effort, and then just get burned out. It's tough to keep up with it.
And that's natural, because the best art comes from hard times. The best art in history. Look at the Renaissance. It was terrible times. People going through the Black Plague. There was death everywhere. There were despots. There were, you had no control over your own life. Landlords ran amok. Tax, grabbers ran amok 500-600 years ago in Europe and across the world. And yet, some of the best art we ever saw was during the Renaissance. How many bands do you know their first album was terrific? Dookie by Green Day. And then they make it big. And the albums they have after they made it big, certainly commercially successful, no argument there. But artistically, are they as good? They're not, because when you sit in a room and everybody's like, okay, make a hit, make a hit, make a hit, it's not as easy. So when you're forcing the creativity, it doesn't come as natural. And that's where it gets tough.
Mm-hmm. One of the creators that I still follow, have chatted with, interviewed forever ago when we were doing interview style shows on the Thursday show, is somebody that goes on social media by Semi Stupid. And he does those ones where he records, has a lot of green screen stuff, cuts to other scenes from movies and stuff. His videos are so much work, but just so well done. And I mean, like, he just is awesome. And I'm pretty sure he has education and a lot of experience in, doing film, sound, video, all that stuff. And it's awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Semi Stupid, a couple of the stuff. It just keeps getting better.
That was one of the first shows that I ever did with you.
Oh, it was with him on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was forever ago. And he's still doing the same, not being like, oh, he's doing the same thing. Like, he's still crushing those out. And what I've seen is a couple of times where he'll go live and then, like, he'll work on his stuff. He's got it scripted. So he kind of does a little behind the scenes to show people, like, he'll do 3, 4, 10, 12 takes of him, just doing one scene with a green screen, and then he's got to change an outfit, or he'll do so many in one and then change scene, change this, change that. And it's like, no one, and I mean, granted, I don't think they're daily videos, because you would burn yourself out just doing that every single day. But hey, if you love it and you're good at it, or even if you're not good at it, if you love it, but it's that's always one that that pops out.
And the time that goes into it, as you said, and you have to be with somebody like him who's talented, but it takes more than talent. It takes the want to, it takes the drive, it takes the specific tediousness of doing a take over and over again, the attention to detail. I don't have it in me to do that. Both
not only
the
that,
willingness or the talent.
Well, that too, and then searching out clips of movies, TV shows, and all the stuff that he's doing the scenes with, doing that, cutting that, adding that, like it's like you said, a lot of work, and then finding the scenes, and you know, it's I personally appreciate how much it does and how well he does, and then I'm sitting there like, whew, no way you could keep up with that, no way. I mean, but maybe, and again, I don't know, maybe that's what he does for a living. Maybe, you know what I mean, he on his own time when he wants to create something like that, he gets in, does it, and life's good. So it's awesome. What do we have here? Let's go. Well, speaking of being funny, this is you're either gonna find it funny or you're not. And again, it's another skit. Definitely takes some time, and it would be pretty tough to maintain having to do stuff like this. And they do another account. This is another account that does really well at it.
And then you go outside. No, it's not really. Buddy, did you mean to say you want to go outside? Dog just said fuck you. Okay, now I say you pissed in my mouth. And you know for certain we talked about this. I walked up with nuts on my face and I thought he peed in my mouth. He's saying it's not malfunctioning. I'm watching him.
He makes me lick peanut butter off his balls.
You know what I do think it's malfunctioning, actually.
You know, that was funny. See, and the thing with writing comedy, with writing skits like that, it's so much different than, it's not so much different, but it's different than stand-up is it's not just good writing. That is fucking impeccably important. But timing and getting the thing right. I mean, even in like the video I sent you that I had, like, I was thinking like, how should I say this line? How do I say it to be genuine? Like, I'm really concerned. And like, do you say this line to be concerned? Do you say this line to be funny? Do you say this line to be inquisitive? Do you say this line to be aloof? Do you say this line to be, what character are you pushing with what you're saying in 15 to 20 fucking seconds? And not even that much, like in 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. How are you making this character in that much time? And it takes so much timing and so much. But that's what I was saying with the last guy you were talking about. Could you imagine having an idea for a show? I'm gonna make this skit based on Top Gun, whatever movie, doesn't matter. Fill in the blank. It's gonna go this scene, and this scene, and I'm gonna have this answer, and this answer. And he records it and he edits it, and it takes him a day and a half to put it to record it and to put it together. And then he watches it and he's like, you know what? This isn't as funny as I thought. Could you imagine getting to that point? So like, I bet you it happens. Yeah, 100%. So it's so, when I see a piece of art like that, where it's like, this guy had this idea. He thought it through. How is he going to record it? How is he going to make a phone call with an imaginary person seem real? And how is he going to make himself seem genuinely angry? And then take that and then seem genuinely concerned that, oh shit, this dog just called me out. Like, that was funny. That was good. That was good. That was awesome.
That was Cordell Sorensen, everybody. Kordell Sorensen. A lot of good stuff on there. Obviously, his whole account is a lot of the sketches like that. He's a comedian from Oregon, and yeah. So, like I said, comedian, loves to do the comedy stuff. A lot of skits. So if you're looking for more funny stuff like that, go give him a follow. Tell him the boys from Triple T sent you. It's not going to matter. He's not going to know what that is, but hey, maybe he will. Maybe he'll be like, oh shit, I should get on the show one day. Probably not. I don't think a lot of people really think that, but maybe. Although Tony from the Dune Network, he did. He's like, man, if I didn't have a long day and want to hang out with the kids, I would jump on. He goes, I'd love to get on Triple T. What a cool show, this and that. But
it is a great show.
What we did, the show idea we had in the group chat was where we were going to, and feel free if anybody is going to steal it. I don't think none of us are going to do it, but feature a small, and there's probably something out there, to be honest, none of us really looked into it. It was just kind of a thing where you just go to feature a random town in America, small towns, and then say all of the best things about said small town. And I told him it would kind of been cool to, with the Dune Network, to be like, all right, here's the best bar or bars in this town. Here's the best, maybe they have a sports team, and just like playing out this thing. And if people want to visit small, there has to be people out there that just chase small towns and just, oh, this was the best diner I've been to in a small, you know what I mean? I thought it was kind of, and it wouldn't take a lot of effort, you know what I mean, to Google, pick a random town and Google in. I mean, with all the internet and stuff, I mean, you're going to get the top 5-10 places just right at your fingertips of things to do. Then you could get a correspondent or get a hold of somebody. That somebody out there creates content, and just be like, hey, I'm going to do a quick 30-second, 60-second, or 2-minute video of why your town is the best town. Have them send it in, and boom.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's fantastic. There's this kid online I watch on YouTube. I've just recently come upon him, but and you probably know him. He's got I think 8-10 million followers on YouTube, subs on YouTube. He looks up the lowest rated restaurants and places to camp and places to stay, and he goes and he tries to debunk what's going on, but he makes himself be honest. So he has to be honest about what's going on. And the kid's not the funniest, but there's like all these other YouTubers or online social content creators. You don't have to be funny to do well with your content. You have to be genuine. You have to be real, and you have to be endearing. And there's a lot of ways to do it. And comedy's one. But so I think that it's a great idea because you're helping small businesses that people are shitting on with their reviews, and now they're getting hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million views. And now people are going to go, and maybe that turns these people's lives around. What an amazing thing this kid's doing.
It is cool. And even if 2-3 people changes their opinion in a small town, that's a big amount of, you know what I mean? That could be an extra $50 to $75 for this business in a week. And that's a big thing for a small business,
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just an idea we had. None of us are actually going to follow through. I tried to get it out of my brain because me being addicted to podcasting and coming up with different ideas and just throwing different stuff that maybe one day one will stick, but it's all in fun, and that's, I think, what it would be as well. But, man, where are we going to go for here? This one says, Mom tries new tactic to stop kids fighting. I do remember this one. This was sent over earlier today, and they're older kids, and this is definitely going to be our future, Brandon. A couple of girls in the house arguing over something stupid, and hopefully I remember, and I'm going to see if this works for me.
Not to eat that. It's a cookie. It doesn't matter. Why are you pushing not to eat that? Both of you outside. Now. That's ridiculous.
Well, that sounded rich and white. Anybody want some tiramisu from Uncle Giuseppe's?
Look at this guy, ladies and gentlemen, special guest. Definitely went to Harvard. El Señor Urban Hockenhoff.
What's that beautiful?
Could you imagine being on National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day? Imagine being a law enforcement officer pulling over Euban, and he's wearing a Harvard hat. Oh, it looks like you went to Harvard. Never mind. Have a good day, sir.
That's right. This is my white privilege card right here. This is Harvard.
Well, it's funny. I sent Euban the link earlier. I was like, hey, because he's been battling the snow as well. All of us are kind of in the same boat, trying to get his car out. Had to run, grab some supplies, and apparently didn't get his car out. I'm like, hey, if you want to take out your frustrations, see the boys for a couple of minutes. I said, we got about 20-25 minutes left of the show. Jump in. He sends me a message with a selfie and goes, here's my dumbass waiting to be let in. I've been in the wrong studio the whole time.
It's been a hot minute since I've been on Tuesday. So when I went to the links, I go, oh yeah, it's clearly the Beard Laws one. That's it. It's not the body wrong one or whatever. So I was like, it's got to be this one. And I'm sitting there just waiting. I'm making faces. 'Cause I'm like, I wonder if he can see me. So I'm just doing this the entire time, flipping you off. And after 5 minutes, I'm like, surely he sees me, right? And then I'm like, oh. this is the wrong link. This is clearly the wrong link. Yeah, so wasn't able to get my supplies, wasn't able to get out of the driveway. I'm having a terrible Tuesday, but you guys are making up for it. I appreciate you guys.
I gotta say,
Let's see if
you've been. It's good to see you. And
Thank you.
So you had a terrible Tuesday. I usually get to see you on Sunday morning, so I've never seen you with this much energy before. You haven't had a chance to go.
I think there's some of that.
No, it's I don't know what it is. I don't even drink any caffeine. I don't. This is just natural energy. I don't know. And I even smoked a little bit of indica, trying to counterbalance some of this energy. And a lot of people think they're like, "Hey, do you do little dump bumps?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't make that much money. Come on now, fuck. I stick with weed."
Yeah. Well, you've had a bad one. Let's see if this video can turn it around. This one was sent in by a friend of the show, maybe one of your favorite viewers, Euban, Kush Kelly. Kush Kelly sent this in. This is this is pretty good. This one actually gave me an LOL.
A company is selling a Christian Ouija board to talk directly to Jesus.
Who was it? Who gave them my number?
Oh, Scotty Wartooth.
I have a feeling
we were sent that. Go ahead.
I would say if I called, it'd be blocked, 100%.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That video with the Christian Ouija board was sent in a couple of times, and then there was a couple of people stitching it and duetting it and stuff, but the one that Kush Kelly sent over with Scotty was, I think that one was the best. It was good.
Good job, Kush Kelly. I miss you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, we're technically live. We did throw it up on the YouTube, but who the hell's going to be like, hey, it's 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, or 5:30, or 4:30, or 3:30, some random time, because we're just random now. And like we were saying, Toby had terrible weather. He had a tornado in his area. Tornado. And he was sending videos of like all the rain and stuff. Like, it was pretty nasty down there. He did finally get power back, but he still didn't have internet, which that's a normal Tuesday. But I guess there is an excuse, I guess, this time for that kind of storm. And you know what I mean? The different storms everywhere. It's crazy. 2024. But this one had me laughing pretty hard. Whenever who.eva sends a video in, I always have to be like, one, it's going to make me laugh. Two, is it going to get a shutdown? Which doesn't matter. But this one had me friggin' laughing. And I don't know if it's some kind of real. I'm assuming it's a voiceover while somebody else is there. So I'm curious your guys' take on this.
Oh shit, we gotta fight. Get him! Get him!
Look at this power.
Look at this power. Bitch, get the fuck away from me. Scoot down. You ruined my goddamn video. Why you just standing there? Do something! Hit that motherfucker! Oh shit, we got humans. About to be a snuff film.
Hey, you guys need to back up!
Hey, you don't gotta back up. Don't listen to these motherfuckers. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch a live ogre film here.
They'll kill you!
Hey, don't worry. If they kill you, I'll kill them. Hey, get the crossbow! I'm the referee. That ain't a referee. That's a fucking red Ford. Look. Yeah, well, my stomach's gurgling. Where's the fucking porta potty? He didn't even do anything. He was the other one. He's the one that fucking started. This dude didn't do shit.
Get in the car.
I ain't getting in the car. Fuck these cops. Like, fuck you. Leave him alone, bitch. Bison lives matter. Just run, bro. That SUV can't handle off-road. Fuck 12.
See, now that was funny. That reminds me of the old video where the guy's at the fight, and the one dude gets up and he's like, Grim. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, just like that kind of... Not the guy. That was hilarious.
It reminds me, do you guys ever listen to Tony Baker? He does some voiceovers with animals and stuff like that. He does the, what's not Kerplam? I can't remember. He has a couple sayings that he does. It's Tony Baker. He kills me every time.
I don't recognize it. Tony, it's on TikTok? Is he Tony Baker on TikTok?
Yeah. It's with the Rams. He does cram. That's what it is. Cram.
Tony Baker, cram. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hit you with cram.
I'll still see if he. I think I follow on Instagram, but I'll have to see. He must have a TikTok because a couple of videos come up, but they're not actually his. It's all these other people like Jerry Wayne Williams.
Oh, hey, hold on one second.
Tony Baker Comedy. Hey, you're good. All right, well, he's doing that. Let's go. Let's do this one. This was sent in by Country Lyricist. And Hunts. This one's pretty funny. I'm gonna wait till Euban gets back for this one. He's gonna want to see this one.
I'm back. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're gonna want to see this one. That's why we waited. This is a little fitness motivation, everybody. Hashtag Coach Will 303030303030.
I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
I mean,
honestly, my money's on her.
Right? Those were pretty impressive moves there.
I couldn't do it.
She reminds me of the. I can't even do it normal, let alone with some weights in my hand. Even Jesus Christ, like my kids are always like, "Hey, Dad, how many pull-ups can you do?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I don't know." I used to be able to eat like 3 like Flintstones push-ups. No pull-ups, just push-ups, baby.
Oh, those were good.
No pull-ups. I can do some thrust downs. Ask your mama.
That's what you're
the only
here,
pull-ups
kid.
I've been doing is when I'm shitting in a diaper.
Jesus.
My wife just walked in too. She goes, "What the fuck?
Who are you talking to?" I'm sorry, honey. It's my friends. It's my friends. I'm on the internet.
Don't worry. She says we can hang out.
Yeah.
She just left.
It's okay.
She just goes. She's trying to figure out where the shovel was at originally. That's why I left. She's like, "Where'd you put the fucking shovel?" And I was like, "I don't know. Look for it. I don't know if I can find it." And then whenever she comes back, all she hears me saying, "Shitting in a diaper," and she's like, "What the fuck?" Get out! This is grown man shit.
This is what you do tonight.
That's the part she catches.
This is the perfect segue for this video. Yep, the shit in diaper. So apparently, this couldn't have been a better segue. So thank you to you and the wife. This is what marriage looks like.
Morning. Nice. All right. Okay, you may need to check your pants on that one.
It was just a fart, dry as a bone.
Okay. Okay, you seriously just shit your pants right in front of me.
It was just a fart, I can tell.
That was not just a fart. That was a shit. That was a shit.
See, that was pretty good, and that goes back to Matt. It goes back to not just the timing, but probably several takes of like facial expressions, and oh man, that was great. Do you guys ever play with your wife? Guess the sound with the farts.
No, I've seen the TikToks.
Yeah, I didn't make it up, but like it's so fun. I'm like, hurry up, guess it. It's coming.
I'm gonna try that today. Obviously, I'm not gonna record it when she does the Your Town podcast with us. She won't. She does voice only, not there. But I'm just gonna be like, guess this noise. I'm gonna just do it in the whole entire house. I don't care if there's a kid there. Guess the sound. What's my fart gonna sound like?
What? You're wrong.
No, Brandon, what's your wife's accuracy now? Are you keeping track? Is there like, are you gonna do like year over year, like differentials and stuff like that?
Not, you haven't gotten that far, but you're with your girl enough, man. I tell you, she's heard them, right? She's heard like she knows how strong the beef is, but she knows how strong the acoustics are, and so she's pretty good, man. She's pretty good, especially if she knows what you eat, what you've had to eat, and she'll be like, "Bleh." I'm like, how did you get that close? She's gotten pretty close before.
You should give her some kind of an award just for like always being there. Always guessing your farts. That's true love. Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
And so is this fart.
Let's show one more video because it's about kind of like marriage, kind of pretty messed up, I guess, depending on what you're into. But we got a 30-second video. Somebody that makes jewelry. And somebody sent in some stuff to put in this ring.
Clients gave me a challenge. New. They each sent me each other's hair, and I am cutting the hairs into
Without gloves.
one of the hairs that people stand out, so I asked what color they would want, and we did dark blue for the center. Don't
Get the
normally
fuck out of here.
clients have settings that they want me to use, and I can totally do that. And then, of course, these went along with some juicy jewelry pieces, a couple necklaces and matching earrings, and of course, a little gummy bear.
That was my face the entire time.
You at that TikTok account, don't you?
So I remember we did see the jewelry before. I do recall that was a way back flashback.
The
or
jizzy
throwback.
jewelry.
I do recall that. Still throws me off for a loop. What the fuck? The ring though? One ring to rule them all, right? No thank you. Hard pass. Throw that motherfucker in the fire.
There was a lot of different color hair in the bag sent, and she just went right in without gloves and just designed that little crisscross pattern with the client's pubic hair in the middle of a ring. So,
you think she flosses with it?
100%.
You know, she probably gets them caught under her nails, and she's just like.
And her spouse is like, "What was that? Work?"
I mean, she's dealing usually with jizzy jewelry, so I mean, a little bit of the hair is probably not as bad as a handful of somebody else's jizzy jewelry. I'd have to imagine, being a guy that hasn't played with either of those to make jewelry, but...
Do you think there's like a special collection? Like, oh, this is our chlamydia collection. You know what I mean? it's a timeless classic here.
Man, this is our ocean collection, and then this one had a little bit of some crabs. Oof. All right, we've hit our time, and there's no better way to say goodbye. Make sure if you guys want some jizzy jewelry or something like that's who should be a friend of our show. But it's Amanda LD Booth on the Tickety Talk. Amanda Booth, check it out. She always loves being challenged with something new. So if you guys are into that, check it out. Wow, okay. International shipping as well. Trinkets by Amanda Booth. You guys can check it out. All right. There we go. Oh, she makes jizzy jewelry starfish as well. Chessboards. Lots of good stuff. So obviously go follow Brandon J. McDermott on all the social medias. You've been whacking off, still whacking off, and he's got some cool stuff happening there, and he's going to go explain to his wife why he was telling a couple of grown men and 7,945 people watching this show why he was talking about pooping in the diaper like he was in New York City for the dropping of the balls. But either way, can't thank you guys enough for popping in, listening, watching. You guys are amazing, and that's all I got. Be good to your wieners. Okay, bye.